Hi, I'm Delegate Patrick Hope, and I represent Arlington County in the Virginia General Assembly. Welcome to Week 5 of my video updates for the 2014 legislative session. This was a disappointing week at the Capitol where many important pieces of legislation failed to make it out of committee. First, Republicans defeated legislation to raise the minimum wage from $7.25 to $8.50 an hour. Putting extra money in low-income workers' pockets would stimulate Virginia's economy and ensure that those low-income workers can support their families, benefiting about 123,000 Virginians. Unfortunately, that argument did not convince most Republicans. Republicans also defeated a very important effort to repeal the unnecessary mandated ultrasound prior to an abortion. Mandating this procedure is medically unnecessary and interferes in the patient-doctor relationship. Government has no role in these private, personal decisions whatsoever. Republicans defeated my bill to authorize $50,000 in compensation to victims of forced sterilization. This was a grave injustice to the dozen or so victims who have already come forward, and I pledge to continue to seek ways for their day of justice before we adjourn this year. Unfortunately, my efforts to reduce telephone rates to families of prisoners calling home to speak to loved ones was also defeated. Virginia charges a 35% commission above the regular rates charged. As you know, I've worked with the Federal Communications Commissions to eliminate these commissions for interstate calls and will continue to seek ways through the FCC to eliminate those unfair and unreasonable rates within a state. This is another issue I refuse to give up on. And finally, I'll end with some positive news. We started this week off with the results from a Christopher Newport University poll indicating that a majority of Virginians support ethics reform and expanding Medicaid. The poll found 73% of Virginians surveyed wanted an ethics advisory commission and 63% favor a $250 cap on gifts. The poll also found that 56% of Virginians favor expanding Medicaid. Both of these issues will be front and center next week. I'm hopeful legislators on both sides of the aisle will listen to the majority of voters and move meaningful ethics reform and Medicaid expansion in this session. Also next week, we'll bring an effort to reform the SOLs and some positive and long overdue changes to our mental health system. Until next time, if I can ever be of service to you, please contact my office at 804-698-1047 or go to my website at hopeforvirginia.org. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back here next week.